Good morning, everybody. It's a bit of a grisly one today. So today's video is a bit of a kick in the pants for a Monday, but I think we need that sometimes. And the question I'm going to ask you is, are you taking a break or are you just finding a distraction? And this is a question you need to ask yourself quite a bit, because we often find ourselves saying, I'll just take a break. I'll just go do something else. I need a break. And that's fine, you do. As we said before in the previous videos, we don't want discipline to kill our passion. But at the same time, what we don't want to do is just basically create distractions for ourselves. If you need a break, structure it. If your breaks are going unstructured, you're basically looking for a distraction to stop you from having to do what you need to do. We've all done it. We all do it. It comes in waves, I find, which is where the whole discipline passion argument comes in as well. When you have discipline and motivation, you are very unlikely to take breaks because you're riding on that wave. It's when it crashes that we have the issue, because then that motivation, discipline you were relying on is gone, and now these breaks become unscheduled and they're just distractions because you don't know where to go next. So to keep yourself on the path, it's a simple question to ask. You just ask yourself, do I actually need this break, or am I just looking for a distraction? Either or is fine, but you must identify it. If you cannot identify a distraction over a break, you aren't going to achieve what you want to achieve. You're not going to. Unfortunately, that is the way it works. Throughout my entire experience doing this and digging deeper, it's always the toss-up. It's like if you ask somebody what they've been doing and they say, oh yeah, I've just taken a break this week, it's like, well, how long does that break need to last? And they can't tell you. It's like, well, you were looking for a distraction. You weren't structuring the break that you needed to take, because if you knew it was a break, it usually comes with a time limit. You usually know how long you need a break for. Even if you don't, you're going to put a time limit on it. You're going to take a day off. A day off doesn't become a week off. When it becomes a week off, you're looking for a distraction because you've lost your way. That motivation has dried up. The discipline is ran off and flown out the window, and you're left with wondering, what do I do? This is where it's important to work with somebody, because we are the guiding force that keeps those breaks in check. All of us want you to have a break. Of course we do. Those that don't are usually running on a short time scale, which we've already said I don't do. But working with somebody keeps those breaks scheduled and in check so that you can always come back. If you are leaving your breaks unchecked and you're just riding with it, you're pretty much going to end up falling off the bandwagon, and then that day off becomes a week off, becomes a month off, becomes a year off, becomes that I'm now worse than when I started. So next time you come close to burnout, which again is why taking scheduled breaks are important. We want the scheduled breaks. We don't want mindless distraction. Just check and see if that's what you're actually doing. Because once you can get used to that, your ability to keep going and get the job done, as it were, becomes so much easier. If you keep finding yourself being distracted and unable to do these things, book in a call with me. Let's work together, because you need someone just to keep you and give you a nudge and just give you that, wait, come on, let's go. Let's keep going, you're nearly there. Because once you've done it and once you've got everything you need, you don't need to work with somebody anymore, because you've learned how to do it. But learning is the hardest part, like with anything. Once you've learned it and you've retained it, you don't need to go back and relearn it. Have a lovely Monday, everybody. I'll speak soon. Bye.